What's up, gamers? It's Above, back with another video, this time with the final guide of the season on our road to conquer the Inverted Spire. Right off the bat, in my opinion, this is the easiest GM of the season. You have much more freedom in loadouts and subclasses this week instead of being tied to the usual Well of Radiance banner shield setup. Though these are still great options, there are a variety of subclasses that work well here. Trust me, you're gonna want to stick around to the end to see some insane strats that we use later on in the Nightfall to make this GM a breeze. As I mentioned before, I wanted to keep it fresh and give you guys a POV that breaks away from the usual Well banner combo and go with something a bit more offensive for this GM. If you'd like to go with the conservative route, Well and banner are always great options for general survivability, but we went with bottom tree Goldie Hunter running Celestial Nighthawk, and Invis Hunter with Assassin's Cowl, and a Well Warlock with Phoenix Protocol. Celestial Nighthawk is not only the highest burst damage super in the game, which makes the final portion of the boss bake pretty free, it is also incredibly strong when paired with Divinity, and I'll dive more into that in a second. The Invis Hunter can be substituted for whatever you'd like, including things like Chaos Reach, Bubble, and Nova Bomb that would all be solid picks. Well is used during a few key choke points throughout this Grandmaster for quick ad clear and survivability, but honestly, it's not an absolute necessity either. I would pair this with an Empowering Rift if you can, as it allows you to insta-kill champions with the 2 Nagi and Div setup. As for weapon loadouts, we had the Celestial Goldie Hunter on Unstop Hand Cannon, Divinity, and the 7th Seraph Saw for Warmind Cell generation. The Warlock and Invis Hunter both ran Izanagi's, anti-barrier pulse rifles due to the long-range engagements, and machine guns for quick ad clear. Though there aren't too many shields in this Nightfall, make sure you have all 3 elements covered, as each shield type makes an appearance at some point throughout this GM. I want to do a bit of a deep dive as to why we have our Goldie Hunter running Divinity. First off, you'll need to make sure you're running the bottom tree to take advantage of both Celestial Nighthawk and the perk Practice Makes Perfect. This part is very important. Divinity creates a crit bubble for you and your teammates, and while Div is applied to a target, you're constantly getting crit numbers. Practice Makes Perfect states that you enter a trance with each precision hit, which reduces the cooldown of your golden gun. You'll notice how significant these gains are with the footage running in the background, as Div jumps you to a max ×5 super gain of Practice Makes Perfect. Keep an eye on how your super energy jumps each time we div and kill a target. As you can imagine, this is insanely strong in GMs, as you don't really need your Nighthawk outside of the boss room, which means you'll be a constant source of ammo for your fire team. Additionally, you can div a target and hot swap to your Nighthawk to bake champions if needed. This leads me into armor mods. Honestly, a lot of the usual suspects here with Taking Charge, Protective Light, and Warmind Cells. You can really run whatever you'd like, but I think Cellular Suppression is incredibly strong in this GM, specifically in the Cabal Drill Transit System encounter, where several waves of ads are rushing you at close range. Having the ability to suppress enemies while you work on the Bloodguard Legionary and Unstopped Champion is really nice. I also pair this with Global Reach to kill ads once I detonate the cell. A lot of the Cabal targets are pretty beefy though, so the War Beasts are pretty much the only thing you're gonna outright kill with a Warmind Cell. Specking into damage Warmind Cell perks is a bit of a waste in this Nightfall, in my opinion. As mentioned earlier, the Hunter will be your main ammo generator. Have them on Special Finisher and Spoils of War due to how quickly they'll be getting their super back with Div. My teammates also ran Spoils in case I died or wasn't in a position to finish a certain champion. We all ran Sniper and Arc Resistance, as this prevents you from being one-shot by the Barrier Hobgoblins and also protects you a bit from this week's unique negative modifier, Modular Algorithm, which increases incoming arc and environmental damage. The opening part of this Nightfall is super basic, so I trust that if you guys are in the GM playlist that you can handle it, and we're just going to skip to the first room with champions. As you enter the room, clear the Scions below you and on the platform to your right. Head to the left and get a nice angle on the barrier champion that spawns directly below you. Throw an Empowering Rift down and take out the barrier quickly. Now move to the platform on your right and focus on the Solar Bloodguard Centurion. Once dead, use the head glitch and an Empowering Rift to take out the barrier hobgoblins at the back of the room. We like to focus on the right one first, as it usually causes the most issues. Once dead, look left and focus on the unstoppable. Now clear the room and the door will open, but don't forget to kill the final 2 champions that spawn on the bottom floor. As you get ready to leave, turn around and look towards the grav lift, take out these champions, and get a finisher if you need it. As you make your way outside, use the cliffside head glitch for safety as you damage the next barrier champ. Try to get a finisher here, as he'll be all alone. You just need to watch out for the 2 snipers on your left. Now jump down on the block on the next platform. 2 gladiators will be hiding behind it, but you'll be out of their reach for easy kills. You can now move up to the ledge and kill all 3 champions from this platform if you'd like to. We like to focus on the unstop from here and then move down to take out the barriers. It's been more consistent for us, and we like to get a finisher before the next encounter. I recommend taking out the barrier with the sniper first, as it's far more lethal than the other champ and leaves the other one for an easy finish and source of ammo. As you approach the drill security encounter, make your way to the far right and take out the sniper scions on top of both bunkers right away. Once dead, move up to the rock and div the enemies through the window. This is an easy way to clear the room with almost no risk of dying. Just make sure to take out the Bloodguard quickly, as he still can melt you even from here. Once everything in the room is dead, look through the window and throw down an Empowering Rift to sauce the Barrier Colossus. Due to the negative modifiers this week, he can pretty much insta-kill you, which is why we do it from this obscure position. Now that the major threats on the right side of the map are dead, make your way back to the left and clear the large wave of adds that has spawned up in the center. This is a great spot for Mobius Quiver, Chaos Reach, or Nova Bomb to shine. Once clear, move to the left bunker and take out the second Bloodguard, and get a finisher if you need it. Now kill the 2 Solar Centurions below, and get ready for some cool tips and tricks that are going to make the next encounter much easier. Move back to the right side bunker and look across to the jump up. You'll be able to see the unstoppable champion from here. It may take a couple stunts to kill him, but your time to do this is well worth it, as the jump up will be much safer. Additionally, there are times where you can see the barrier champion hanging out on the bottom floor as well. Kill him from here if you get the chance. This jump up is a little sketchy because of how many adds will be waiting for you as you land, which is where the Invis Hunter comes into play. These enemies all do increased arc damage due to the negative modifier modular algorithm, so you want to smoke your teammates before jumping across, take cover, and then clear the adds. If you were able to kill the barrier from across the way, feel free to jump down safely. If not, smoke your team again and jump across the backside of the room. The barrier champ likes to hang out near the interact panel directly underneath you, so jumping across will give you some cover and a nice angle to kill him from. Just be aware of the 2 gladiators that will also be roaming around this floor when you jump down. Once clear, interact with the panel, move to the right, and pop your well. Let the unstopped champion settle for a second after landing, or he will not stagger despite getting the audio cue. Clear the champ and then focus on ad clear from the well. If you gen Warmind cells, this is a great place to take advantage of cellular suppression. These waves of ads will primarily consist of War Beasts, a couple Legionaries, and 1 more Arc Bloodguard Major. Once the room is clear and the transit reset percentage has hit 100%, the lift will open and we're moving on. The next transition area has 2 unstoppable champions, 1 directly in front of you as you land and 1 below you as you jump down towards the drill. Kill the first one right as you come in. This keeps you out of sight from the snipers from your top right. Once this area is clear and the snipers are dead, move to the end of the platform right before you jump down and kill the next unstop from up here. Pretty nifty, huh? Jump down and clear the room. There will be another Bloodguard right near the entrance of the drill, so feel free to get another finisher if you need it. The first barrier in the drill encounter is pretty aggressive, so I like to draw aggro and then back up the hill. This causes him to de-aggro from you and your teammates and gives you a nice little angle to kill him safely. Use the explosive containers to your advantage here. As I mentioned before, environmental damage is increased, so these containers can kill adds pretty easily if you choose to use them. Once the adds around you are dead, stay on the main lane and move up to kill the next 2 barrier champions. Make sure to finish one of these champions to top off on ammo before heading into the boss room. The boss room has 3 harpies that can be finished for special ammo. Our hunter ran special finisher as well to help with boss room ammo economy. Have your least valuable boss room super special finish these harpies. The ammo will drop down to the second floor after you initially damage gate the boss. When the boss arrives, apply div and start damage immediately. Be sure to have your teammates hit the head of the boss with Izzy and not the crit bubble to ensure they hit for full damage. You want to do about 1/3 of the health bar per floor. As you drop down, collect the ammo that falls down from the finishers on the first floor and split aggro by having each of your teammates stand on different platforms. You can crouch on the back of the pillars to head glitch the boss and peek shot for damage. You want to gate the boss as quickly as possible on this floor, and when the boss is around 1/3 health, he will move to the bottom floor. As you drop down, clear the adds and pop your Well of Radiance, the boss will appear and you should be able to bake him easily, making the Inverted Spire GM and Conqueror a GG. And in case you guys didn't know, Gilded titles will be coming to Destiny next season. This means that those of you with multiple Conqueror titles will be able to earn unique flair that makes your character stand out even more. I'll be doing guides for every Grandmaster again next season, so make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can level up your hard-earned titles next season. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace!